It is. The idea is that when you want all of your resources when you are either going to be pushed or you will be pushing. It's not unique to Zarya D.Va. It just so happens that those characters, it's a little bit less obvious that that's what you should be doing. For example, you guys remember when I was talking about the Genji deflect? I had that whole video on Genji deflect. Stop getting your deflect force before the fight starts. That's the same concept. It's the same thing, guys, as using a bubble before the fight starts. If you use your deflect before the fight starts, unless you get like a Widowmaker reflect headshot, or you get a massive deflect on their Junkrat and ends up taking them all to half HP, it's a resource that you would like to have mid-fight so that you can play more aggressively. That's the same thing as bubble, guys. It's the same thing as Matrix. It's the same thing as D.Va HP. It's the same thing with Reinhardt. If you're throwing out all of your Rein shield before the fight starts, you can't play as aggressively. If there's Roadhog, if you're using your Vape before you even take an off angle or a flank, if you saw, we literally just did this in the previous VOD with the Sigma. Remember the first fight where the Sigma had 700 shield gone before the enemy team even turned the corner? And so then he has to give up space. He doesn't have the resource to stop them from pushing or to push himself. It's the same thing. It's the concept is not D.Va or Zarya unique. It is about having your resources, your full list of resources available when the fight starts. Now, that might look differently for different compositions. For example, let's pull this up. This is actually really important. So if I'm playing Sigma, I'm going to move my face cam. Oh, it's already down there. Okay, excellent. If I'm playing Sigma, the fight doesn't start, the quote-unquote push doesn't start when they get on top of me, right? It's too late then. It's too late then because that's not where my hero's range is. With Sigma, I don't want to use my shield with Sigma until they turn the corner. So the enemy team turns the corner, and as soon as they turn the corner and they reach within my volley range, right? The push has started. And so I will be happy using shield. I will be happy using rock. I mean, maybe not shift, but I will be happy using my shift, whatever. Everything starts as soon as they cross the corner. This is now the push. It's now started. I'm now using cooldowns. If I'm playing Reinhardt, the push starts when they turn the corner because I'm going to be positioned here. And I'm going to start swinging my shield. I'm going to start using, or swinging my hammer. I'm going to start using my shield. I'll start using my fire strikes, things like this. The problem happens when your team is positioned here and the Sigma rotates to here, like we saw in the VOD, and starts spamming them before they even turn the corner, where the fight isn't actually started. It's just a 1v5. It doesn't matter. The problem happens when your D.Va, who's hiding to dive the backline, here, right, turns the corner and starts shooting them ahead of time and loses HP, loses Matrix before she actually wants to go in. Same thing with the Winston, right? Same thing with a Tracer. If I'm a Tracer or a Sombra and I decloak when they're still in spawn, or like right here, right before they turn the corner, and I start shooting them, and they all turn and shoot me, and I translocate out, and then they turn the corner on my team, oh, that sucks, because that's when the fight starts. Guys, when I say push, the reason why I use the word push, or I used the word push, was because we're talking about heroes like Zarya and D.Va that need to get close for them to get full value. But if you're playing a character like a Sigma, a Widowmaker, a Zenyatta, it's not necessarily about your pushing. It's just when the fight starts, you want full resource. When the people actually start trading cooldowns, whether it's short range, long range, whatever, when things start actually happening, not when they conclude, not when a pick happens, but when things start happening, that's when you need to make sure that you have full resource. If you use your damage orb as Moira right before the fight starts, and you don't have orb mid-fight or early fight, that's a mistake. If you Zen, I guess Zen doesn't really have a lot of resource here. If Ashe, if I use my dynamite before they turn the corner, that's a mistake. Even if I have to even if I'm like, I was spamming really aggressively and then kited back, and then they push the corner, and I'm reloading, oh shoot, the fight's starting, right? I'm reloading, that's a mistake too. So every hero in Overwatch has to be thinking about these things.